This one here is about Trump's economy. For those of you who are waiting for Trump's economy to be a success, Trump's economy will be a failure because the internals of what he wants to do makes it clear it would be a failure. Not so says Egberto, but so says 16 Nobel laureate. Here we go.
Truth time. Turn up the volume for this. Tonight, a new warning about the stakes this November. 16 Nobel Prize-winning economists say that if former President Donald J. Trump wins, quote, his plans will reignite inflation and cause lasting harms to the global economy. And Jeffrey Sonnenfeld of Yale, who works with thousands of business leaders every year, he pointed out that the business community has not embraced the former Trump in no way, shape, or form. In fact, no one Fortune 100 CEO has donated to Trump this year. Joining me now to discuss two of my faves, Wall Street financier Steve Ratner. He's an op-ed contributing writer to the New York Times, but you know him as the Morning Joe economic analyst. And Andrew Ross Sorkin is working an extra long day co-anchor of CNBC Squawk Box and founder of the New York Times Deal Book. Let's start with these economists. They say that Trump's policies could cause an inflation bomb. What do you think about that, Steve?
Yeah, look, there's a lot of risks here. Trump is talking about extending his tax cuts, which means massive deficits. He's talking about tariffs, which add enormously to inflation. Tariffs are paid for by consumers, not by China, not by companies, as Trump would like people to think. And it's all in all, it's a completely irresponsible economic policy that people have not yet completely focused on. Hopefully, this is the beginning of people starting to pay attention.
Andrew, you interview business leaders every day who like to understandably complain about inflation. Yep. They're not crazy about Lena Khan. They don't necessarily say that President Biden is business friendly. But when you've got 16 Nobel Prize winners saying Trump's policies will be a disaster, how are the business Trump enthusiasts going to respond to this?
Well, the Trump enthusiasts, I think, actually just look away is what the Trump enthusiasts do. I think that those who are a little bit more with the program look at this and say, this is not a good thing. I think the hardest part about this is that to the extent that CEOs are trying to figure out what's happening here, they can look at these numbers and say the inflation piece just on its face would be terrible.
We spend a lot of time deconstructing the news, trying to parse it into a form that everybody can understand. We try to find.
So yes, folks, his economic plan will do exactly what he did the first time, and that is destroy the economy. The thing about it is, it takes years for some of these things to take effect, right? And it takes years to clean up the mess. It always seems like we always have to bring in a Democrat after a Republican fiasco to clean stuff up. Obama had to clean Bush's mess up. Clinton had to clean Bush daddy messes up. And Biden had to clean Trump's mess up. It is just a constancy of mismanagement.
We spend a lot of time deconstructing the news, trying to parse it into a form that everybody can understand. We try to find those little nitpicks where it flies above the fray, etc. If you really like these videos that we do, I want to ask a big favor. Please go ahead. Number one, subscribe to our channel. And number two, please join if you can. Thank you so kindly for watching. Keep watching. Please remember to share. We must populate the entire internet with our progressive message, a message that we know is what most Americans say that they want. So help us, please join.